Hey, uh, Neil Young has been in the news a bunch this past couple weeks, I guess. And I thought, I agree with him. You know, he is taking a stand, and Spotify, I'm sure you've heard about it. Although, because of the nature of YouTube, if you check this out 4 years from now, this video, then maybe he didn't. But a guy has a podcast, and he's been discussing some coronavirus misinformation, and he has a lot of listeners that listen to what he has to say, and Neil Young feels that he's putting people in danger with this misinformation. And it is misinformation, whether you believe it or not, whatever. So anyway, Neil Young is exercising his right, or exercised his right, and asked all of his music to be taken off of Spotify in protest. And anyway, I think Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young would be a great song to do a lesson on. So controversial of me. But anyway, it's pretty simple. So it's E minor. It's E minor, D, C, and A major. And I think that's all the chords that we need. So E minor is from thickest to thinnest string, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. D is you don't play the low E, you don't play the A, and then it's the D open, so 0, and then 2, 3, 2 on the 3 thinnest strings on the guitar, and then C, you don't play the thickest E string, and then starting with the A string, it's 3rd fret, 2nd fret open, 1st fret open. Okay, so the beginning, it is 2 versions on the album Freedom by Neil Young. There's an acoustic version, and then there's, I was going to say an acoustic version that's live, but I know on, the name escapes me, Rust Never Sleeps. I was like, Live Rust? No, that's the live album. Rust Never Sleeps. My understanding is he recorded them in a studio, and then they tacked on audience so that it sounded like it was live. But anyway, so I think on this version it is actually live. But anyway, the acoustic version is exactly the same. Well, it's omitting the 3rd verse. It fades out, whatever. But it has a harmonica solo instead of a guitar solo. But it's the same chords and everything. If you learn one, you can play the other. So there's an acoustic version that's actually tuned down a full step. So although he may be playing an E minor chord, it's coming out as a D minor. So if we just jump right in, so we'll just do sort of the E minor version because it applies to both. Just retune for the acoustic version and some slight variations. But the intro is E minor for 4 beats, and then D for 1.5 beats, and then C for 2.5 beats. Yes. It's easier to play than to think of all that. So it's E minor, D, C, E minor, D, C. Okay, then the first verse, and it repeats the same thing. So 4 times. And then, I'm just looking at what I wrote out here. And then another 4 times for the second half of the verse. Okay. Then the chorus is G, D, C. So it's a 2nd fret on the A string there, so I'm playing a C to an E minor. And again, just listen to the sort of rhythm of the song. It's pretty simple. Yeah, so it's a C/B chord, but whatever, because he just kind of lets some of the notes still ring through, which ends up making it a C/B chord. But if you do the C and then the second fret of the A string at the appropriate spot where it goes to the E minor, then the E minor, and that's the chorus. So it does that 4 times, and that's the chorus. Then the little middle section is A, and he throws in a little like A sus kind of thing here and there. It's an A major tonality with some little random notes thrown in, that he does so well, like those sort of sloppy, messy little extra notes and stuff that he throws in. So it's A, the E minor, D, C thing, D to C thing again. Then there's a verse, then there's a chorus, and the verse is the same 8 times through. And then the chorus is the same as the previous chorus 4 times. And then the solo section is the A again. And then the E minor, D, C. And I believe it goes 8 times for the guitar solo. And then does it go to chorus? I'm not totally sure. But you know what? At this point, you know the song. So, continue on with the other parts of the song and whatnot. It's pretty simple, and there we are, and yeah, that's it. And it fades out with like an outro guitar solo again, which is exactly the same as the previous. So there you go. Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young. Woo! It's a cool tune.